What is the proper torque for scope rings? Have you ever wondered how to ensure your scope is mounted just right for the best shooting accuracy? One key factor in achieving that is understanding the proper torque for scope rings. Torque is the amount of rotational force applied to the screws that hold your scope rings and bases in place. Getting this right is essential to secure your scope without causing damage or affecting your accuracy. Generally, the proper torque for scope ring screws falls between 15 and 35 inch-pounds. However, this range can vary based on the manufacturer's specifications, the type of scope rings you are using, and the specific screws involved. For scope ring top screws, which clamp the scope tube, you typically want to aim for a torque setting around 15 to 25 inch-pounds. This range is sufficient to hold the scope firmly without crushing the tube, especially with modern lightweight scopes that often have thinner tubes. When it comes to base screws, which attach the scope base to your rifle, you usually need a higher torque. This often falls between 25 and 40 inch-pounds to ensure the base does not shift during recoil. Some tactical or heavy-duty mounts may even requiring higher torque values, sometimes up to 65 inch-pounds for certain screws like crossbolts or clamps. It's also helpful to know the recommendations from popular manufacturers. For instance, Leupold recommends torque between 15 and 20 inch-pounds for their scope ring screws and 30 to 40 inch-pounds for base screws. Burris suggests about 20 inch-pounds for ring tops and 30 inch-pounds for base screws, with some clamps needing up to 40 inch-pounds or more. Using a torque wrench calibrated in inch-pounds is essential for achieving consistent and accurate torque application. Over-tightening can crush the scope tube, causing damage and affecting sight alignment. On the other hand, under-tightening can lead to scope movement and loss of zero. Always consult the manufacturer's instructions for exact torque values specific to your equipment. If you don't have access to those instructions, it's wise to err on the side of lower torque within common ranges and check for a secure fit and zero retention after your initial shooting. For hunting, reliable scope mounting is vital for maintaining accuracy under field conditions. Ensuring proper torque helps prevent scope shifts caused by recoil or rough handling. So remember, the proper torque for scope rings generally ranges from 15 to 25 inch-pounds for ring screws and 25 to 40 inch-pounds for base screws. Following these guidelines will help you achieve the accuracy you need for successful shooting.